Okay, so I apologize for the low quality in this. I don't have a tripod, guys, so I guess you're just gonna have to work with me on this a little bit. This is the global warming persuasive speech, but before I can actually tell you anything about global warming, you gotta know what it is, and it's pretty much the heating of the Earth's atmosphere due to greenhouse gases, and we humans are pretty much responsible for it. I mean, we do it in the worst way, and it's our main problem is the burning of fossil fuels, like oil, gas, natural gases, and stuff. And we knew we could burn them for fuel back around the 1800s, but I mean, it has drastically increased since then. Statistics show that America burns roughly 5 billion tons of fossil fuels every year. That is a lot of fuel. And if this keeps up, they're saying that the Earth could be hotter than it's ever been, ever, in years and years and years. I mean, it's enough, maybe in the future, to cause drought. I mean, kill forests, kill plant life. It'll change our way of living forever. It'll be really hard to survive. I mean, lots of animals will go extinct, and there's just so many reasons for it. And our number one reason is the fossil fuel problem. 5 billion tons every year. That's bad. And I mean, that's not the only problem though. We're cutting down forests, and the deforestation, that is huge. That's taking away from the atmosphere. And that's only causing the process to speed up and speed up and speed up. And even, the glaciers that are on Earth, those are melting. That's causing problems for polar bears. I know you guys have heard about that. But the glaciers on Earth, they account for 75% of the fresh water that's here on the planet. And they're melting. I mean, even just a couple years ago, there was a chunk in Antarctica that broke off and fell into the ocean. And scientists were astounded because that ice is just millions of years old, and it's never cracked until now. And that's because of the global warming. And it's become such a huge, huge problem. But, if we act on it, we could probably fix it. We could soften the blow a little bit. If we cut down on those greenhouse gases that we emit by driving, and by just some of the vehicles that we use, some of the planes that we use, just some of the ways that we live, how we pollute the air. If we can cut down on that, if we could find alternative fuel sources like they're trying to do now. But more needs to be done. More people need to know about this and know that it's not just a hoax. By the year 2100, the seas could rise 10 feet if the heating of the atmosphere keeps going at a steady rate. Oceans will rise, areas will flood, the coastal cities, those will all flood. I mean, we could start seeing changes like that as early as 2040, and a lot of us will still be alive when that happens. And, people just need to know that something needs to be done, and we can still do something. There's still time. But more people really need to know about this. And I really, really hope that my speech has helped with that. Even if there's only a little bit of facts, they're the main facts, and it's insane. I mean, I know you guys don't want to live in a world that's completely flooded and almost devoid of all animal life, and living with the fact that we destroyed it just because we couldn't go without certain luxuries. It's a sad existence.